Oh my God! What a whirlwind of a day!
What a day!
Baby.
I can't wait for this weekend. I can't wait.
I can't wait for Friday.
Oh my God! Let's get it, boys. What is everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go.
Presented by Miller Lite. What time is it, boys?
Miller time.
Grab some Miller Lite. Let's get some Miller Lights going. So much to talk about today on the show. All-Star Draft, very interesting, actually, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Wind has a conspiracy theory I can't wait to hear. Trade deadline happened, and the Nuggets are back in action. We're also the Toyota Lounge, by our Front Range Toyota Stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Harrison Wind in the building.
Happy to be back after our trade deadline special, which was a whole lot of nothing. Just sat here for an hour talking about other teams.
We did.
And now we're back again.
We went deep on all of the second rounders that got traded.
You guys are like gossipers.
Why?
You guys just talking about other people.
That's
We're just
true.
yapping, man.
Just talking
Just
about
yapping.
people's back.
Just professional yapping.
Hey, talking a little shit, too, if you want to be honest. Man over here, Superstar Dev.
I'm excited to learn about everything that's happened in the last couple of hours. I had a very busy day, so
Really?
I'm excited to just
Well, the
catch
Nuggets
up.
did not do anything.
Yeah, you'll
No,
catch you up on all the moves.
no.
0, nil, nada.
Like not so every
Nada.
single nugget is still
It's still a
nugget.
I
nugget.
think there were like 5 teams that did not make any trades.
Really?
That was it?
Magic
Like,
won,
it was like 5 or 6, and the Nuggets were one of the
and the Magic.
6, maybe.
Salute. Big news, though, because tonight the Nuggets are hosting the Orlando Magic. Both teams on the second night of a back-to-back. A big test for the Nuggets, I feel. This is a medium team. They beat up on some weak teams. They lost to some good ones. We got a medium one tonight, but we have some interesting game notes.
Yeah, well, right off the trade deadline, just a FYI, Calvin Booth doing a presser at Ball Arena in about 12 minutes here at 6:45. So
Short presser.
stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'm guessing max 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Game starts at 7. So that's happening in a second after a quiet day for the Nuggets in the trade deadline. Injuries. Jamal Murray is out tonight on the second night of a back-to-back, left knee inflammation.
Oh, no. I hate those words when they're put together.
But the other news for Denver is that Aaron Gordon is playing.
All right.
You know, calf management, they're being careful with it. He is playing on the second night of tonight's back-to-back.
So 4 out of 5 starters. No Jamal, no Russ. That must mean it's Jalen Pickett time, boys.
I have not officially seen it.
How could they start without him?
Dude,
It wouldn't make sense to start without him, right?
I don't know, but this
I mean, Mike Mullen did just call him the classic backup point guard.
yeah,
Typical backup point guard.
This goes from like a medium game to like a high game. The Magic they're a pretty tough team, and now you're going to be going without your starting point guard and a guy that puts so much pressure on opposing teams. So I really do think that matters a little bit more, especially with the players that they have on the Magic.
I've got the starters.
Okay,
let me
it's
hear
not
it.
Pickett, I'm guessing.
Jalen Pickett is not starting.
All right.
It's Julian Strother.
Hey, I'm all
knew
right
it.
with that.
I
I'm
knew
all
it.
right with that.
Julian Strother,
They have
CB,
some
Michael Porter,
dogs.
AG, and Joker.
They have some dogs defensively. Who's the point guard? Is it Julian Strother tonight? Is it Christian Brown?
It's
'Cause
Nikola Jokic.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Christian Brown doesn't
Aaron
pass.
Gordon, honestly. Aaron Gordon.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
coming off
pass,
the
so that's
career
going to
high
be very
assists.
tough for you to have your point guard as the downhill attacker. It would probably have to be Strother.
You only have to make one pass, though,
Bro.
if you're the point guard. You just have to bring the ball up, then throw it to Jokic.
If this game happened last night, you start Pickett, and maybe you can make a trade.
Hey, either way, we're going to get a lot of Pickett time tonight. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. So,
On the-
although I will say, like I said, man, this team defends.
Yeah.
What about Orlando? Who's out? Because I know there were some guys.
They do have some injuries. Suggs is out for them.
Thank God, because if Julian Strother had to bring the ball up against Suggs,
That would be
He's missed both
pressure.
these Nuggets matchups.
that would have Suggs.
Gary Harris also out. Lower body injury, no surprise.
Aw,
Shout out, Gary.
man.
KCP was questionable. He is playing, though.
Yeah, he's got to play.
Yeah, he is playing. I'm sure he'll be getting the video tribute
Oh, man.
at some point tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah, all the feels.
Oh,
Yeah. We want to talk about the Jamal Murray not playing. This just has to be like injury management, right? Just to make sure that there's nothing there, because he didn't get hurt in the game, right? Like, this has just been something that's been lingering. Would you take this serious?
I just take it the same as the one before,
it's
where
Jamal's
he's
knees.
probably back Saturday. Don't think he can play a lot of back-to-backs. And when you have a condensed schedule, road, they just got back. I'm not surprised, to be honest, but I'm not concerned either.
I'm not surprised. I'm actually okay with it. Like, this is the approach they need to be taking with Jamal, I think.
I also, just from talking to people over the years, interconference games, I feel like teams treat like they are not exhibitions, but they don't treat them like they're conference games.
Right.
They're like,
right.
are we going to see the Magic in the finals? No. All right.
Yeah.
This game doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Just get a win
I
if you
agree with
can.
that. Yeah. I got one quote from Michael Malone pregame. He was asked about just his belief in this group after they didn't make any changes at the trade deadline. Mike Malone said, "Now that the deadline's over, I can take a deep breath and just focus on the task at hand." He said, which is try to close out these games prior to the break, and then coming out of the break, attack the last 25 games, whatever it is, try to put ourselves in a great position for a deep postseason run. So Michael Malone looking forward to just focusing on the guys he's got.
I mean, I do think that's good. He gave a pretty big endorsement last game. You always wonder when a coach gives a big endorsement right for the deadline. You're trying to up that trade value. We don't need no trade dev. I love all my guys. My guys are so good. Everyone should want them.
I can't believe how shocked Nugget Nation is about like them making no changes at
I
all.
know.
It's
You
like-
predicted 0 moves.
I mean, it just felt like it. Like, really, if you're going to make a move, is it going to make you better? Like, if you add a lot of those names that were out there, it wasn't like they had some like big fish that they were after. So like, you add a Kevin Durant, of course that's going to make you better. Like that's a name. But with the names that they were throwing out there, I'm like, you might as well stick with Michael Porter Jr. At least you know what you have there. He's been in the system. He's a player that, like you believe in. And then everything else beyond that was deep in the bench that's truly not altering this team, especially with you're talking about trading a Zeke Naji and a Jalen Pickett, who are not really getting minutes. It's not like they're part of your rotation and changing there. So I was just like, I don't see them making a change here, and they didn't.
Yeah. I thought maybe they would try to prepare themselves for the summer. That was my thought, and that means trying to rid yourself of a Zeke or a Hunter, possibly even a Pickett. But maybe they knew. This morning, Jamal Murray says knee swelling. They're like, we can't go to a game with 0 point guards.
0.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe Trey Alexander might play tonight too.
You usually have Russell Westbrook there, though. Like you have
I know. I'm just saying for this one game or
For
whatever. Any other game notes?
No.
Magic. So here's the story of the Orlando Magic to catch you up to speed on their season. Right out of the gate, Paolo Banchero scores 50. You guys remember that? Mm-hmm. Right out of the gate. Then he gets hurt. Then Franz Wagner comes back because he had missed time, and they go on a huge run. They're like 2 or 3 in the Eastern Conference. They're holding that spot for the longest. Then he gets hurt again. Then when Paolo comes back, they haven't figured it out, man. Now they have a relatively healthy squad, although I guess not tonight. A relatively healthy squad, and it's like they lost their mojo. They're trying to find it. So they are a desperate team because not long ago they were hoping for a home playoff series, and right now they are in the play-in. So they are a team that desperately needs to figure out who they are, and you never want to be the get-right team.
Yeah, I mean, they have been good like all year, but really when you have so many guys that are in and out, and it's been their best 2 players. Yeah. It just hasn't been guys like Franz Wagner is incredible, and he started to become the guy, even though Banchero is they have a bright future, but right now they are trying to figure it out. They also have those guards that are just seeming to be injured every single game. So, like not having the Suggs every single that alters your defense. Their defense is what has been the biggest change. They used to be one of the top defenses in the league, and slow it down. We're gonna just grind it out and beat you in those type of ways. And now it's back to offense, which I don't think they're a running gun type of team. So they are just trying to figure out who they are and maybe even who their best player is.
I didn't know the Magic were on this slide. They've lost 11 of 14.
That's what I just told you. They are desperate.
I didn't know it was that bad though.
They were like if the Rockets 3 weeks ago all of a sudden were in the play-in. You know, they go from that all the way down to the plan.
It's on the way, man.
They are coming off a big win over the Kings, 19-point win. Banchero and Wagner both played pretty well in that game.
They're good.
So maybe they're finding themselves a little bit.
This is a battle. It's another challenge for Aaron Gordon, too, tonight. You know, Paolo Banchero is like Zion in terms of the physical challenge he presents you, just different. He uses it differently, but same thing in that he's bigger than everyone, including AG. He's bigger than AG.
And he's going to be physical with AG. AG has not been physical lately.
Yeah.
Also, it feels like Aaron Gordon has been with us so long that you forget this is his former team that he's going against. Like, you're not even thinking about that aspect. You just want them to get right. But if there's going to be a guy that's going to wake him up, it is going to be a Banchero because he's going to go right at him the entire
He's
time.
physical. He's going to try to get to the line.
He's physical in different ways. Like Zion was, different, but he's not the same Zion. Banchero's trying to go at you. So AG is going to be needed in this game, and he's going to have to step up.
I also wonder, man, with the trade deadline and this year, the Nuggets team, Malone talks about now it's nice. I can exhale because now I know what my team is and we can move forward. But I think that's true even of the players. I mean, Zeke Naji probably thought he might get traded. I know Michael Porter probably felt like he wasn't and was at peace with it, but it always is over your head. If Luka can get traded, anyone can get traded. And then even guys like Jalen Pickett, Hunter Tyson, who might play tonight, even those guys, it's like, all right, take a deep breath. You're here for the next 3 months minimum. Maybe there's just a little focus. I just hope the team has a little refocusing that happens here after this deadline.
And I'm excited to watch Zeke Naji again tonight. I've loved watching him these last couple games. He'll be needed defensively on Banchero, on Wagner tonight. He can guard both those guys. He's got the length, the height, and the strength. So, I mean, I think, the pre-trade deadline games were a tiny bit of a showcase on purpose for him. But it's also because Peyton Watson was out. So I expect him to keep playing in the rotation. And it might sound crazy, I'm looking forward to watching Zeke Naji for this next stretch of the season and just what he can do defensively because he looks like a different player when he's playing power forward. He looks like a different guy when he's at his right position. So I'm excited to see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. It'll be a good game. It's a good challenge for Denver, and it would be great to get a win. Every win matters a lot right now. If we talk about the trade deadline, Denver didn't make a move. We've kind of talked about this, but some other teams did. And I'll tell you right now, the first team I kind of think of, obviously the Lakers, they get their big, they have a little bit more of a complete roster, but we've talked about them a lot. As you look around, who's the next team you think of? I'll tell you this, Dallas made their trade. First game, although they don't have their guys tonight. I was looking at it.
Anthony Davis not playing.
So I guess I can throw that out. That doesn't really mean anything. I think about Dallas. I think about Phoenix in the opposite direction. I think Phoenix, Ramona Shelburne had a report come out, I think this morning, where she said that the vibes around that team are atrocious.
Toxic.
Toxic is the word she used. Toxic. Talking to Tim Legler on the show just a couple hours ago, he called the game Phoenix at Oklahoma City, and the report comes out, Kevin Durant ankle sprain. He's not playing. He said Kevin Durant came out early and got a full workout in, sweating, sprinting, full speed, looks 100% healthy. Almost like he was making a point. Not hurt.
Interesting.
So reports for Phoenix, I just look at them and I go, they made these moves around the margin, got rid of Nurk or whatever. I look at that team and I go, I never really bought them, but I might be full sell. I'm no longer don't buy on them. I'm on full sell.
The fact that they made no big moves, I feel like the writing has been on the wall with Nurk for quite some time now. You kind of had to do it. But also I feel like in that same way, they had to make a move, getting rid of Kevin Durant just to try to restart. It's clearly not working over there. Now, you're talking about vibes. Now you're talking about the locker room. Now you're talking about a disgruntled superstar. That just is never going to work. And their future doesn't even look bright. That's a scary spot to be in, to just pay that much money, just hemorrhaging money for no reason whatsoever. It really does make you appreciate the Nuggets, even standing pat. At least things are good. You're not hearing these things about the locker room. You're not feeling like there's just no chance. Are there fans or people out there that wanted to see some type of change? Yes, but they're right where they want to be. You just want to recenter and get yourself back right.
Yeah. Who do you think about?
Dallas. I'm very intrigued to see the Mavs. Look, it's a generationally bad trade that they pulled off.
Yeah.
But they're a tougher matchup against the Nuggets now, I feel like.
Yeah.
They've got Anthony Davis and 2 other legit 7-footers that Nikola Jokic is going to have to deal with in that matchup. They got Kyrie Irving now as the center of everything, who seems to always play well against Denver, or has as of late. Now, look, like they only have really one ball handler. They have a whole new identity now, so they got to go through a bit of a transition and find themselves. But just on a pure matchup basis, I'm a little scared of Dallas in a potential like Nuggets-Mavs playoff series.
Denver's got to get to a point where they can kind of pick their first round matchup, and then I know that's tough to be in. Dallas definitely, to me, I'm with you. I don't know that they're a team I like as a team, but I do like them against Denver, so that's the thing I think about. For me, I hate to say this because it's been 36 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. I don't even know what it's been.
I know it.
I haven't slept.
Lakers.
I'm starting to talk myself into the Lakers,
Here
man.
we go.
Starting to talk myself into it, man. Now, look, I still think that they're more of a next year play, but you know me. I love passers.
Yeah.
My theory is why I fall for players, Alonzo Ball, even a Jalen Pickett, because my belief is when you can put a bunch of passers on a floor, that's when you can make it work. And I just go Luka, LeBron, 2 of the best to ever do it. And LeBron looks motivated, and they got a big, and they got Reeves, they got a couple pieces. So I still think Denver beats them, but I do hate that the Lakers feel good about themselves. They're playing, LeBron looks rejuvenated, and all this BS that's come out about Luka, he's pushing 270, we hear it, he's drinking and he's doing all this stuff. Man, Luka to me, from what I see, looks like a guy that's about to be the most pissed off version of himself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That E-Naught's going to come out, man.
And if you're saying that he was doing all that while at 280, 290, what about when he's pissed off at 280, 290? With, with other really good players around him. And now it's like an FU mode. The best Luka has been those FU moments that he's had against like the Suns and the Clippers, where he really is actually the entire time. And he's going to be able to go into that like full on. I do think it is insane that this is just like a cycle that we go through. Oh, the Lakers made a change, man. What are we going to do? Then we play them in the playoffs and then we beat them and we're like, we got to wait till next year. We get to do, but it's exactly the same thing every year because it just seems like it works out for them until it doesn't.
Yeah.
Every single year. I truly do think that they got better. Like right now, they're a better team, especially with adding a center because I just didn't think that they would get there. And also the fact that they had a Dalton Connect still on the team and a first round pick, even though they got Luka. How the hell did that happen?
I know.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't worry about them. I want to see it first. It's hard to say anything until we see it.
It's funny because Golden State, like I've asked a lot of people this, including Legs earlier. Nobody has a Golden State take. Everybody's Golden State take is like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know.
I mean, are they worried like there might be a fight on the practice court before there's even a game played?
I think everybody's just afraid to have a take on it because they don't want to be like it's going to work or it's not going to work.
I mean, I think they're going to be definitely better, but they're still not in the Nuggets tier.
Yeah, but also
in that second tier.
The guys that they have are all wild cards right now. Like Steph Curry has not been good like lately. Jimmy Butler has, he wasn't good. And he also is like good when motivated or at times. And that's also in places that everything centers around him. He's not that right now. Draymond Green, wild card. They don't have many more things after that. It really is just the name of Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler that they're going off of. But they don't scare me. They don't. They just don't.
No, here's the thing for me. The Heat made the finals in 2023 purely because they were the toughest team in the East.
Yep.
Toughness doesn't always win, but it is one of the things that can win. And I just look at that and I go, you have Draymond and you have Jimmy. And Steph is tough too in a different way, but you have the 2 of the 5 toughest MFers in the entire league. So
for them to make a playoff run, it probably will come down to them just finding a path with the perfect matchups for them.
Yeah.
Where they can out-tough.
Don't you think that's true though of most teams? Like, I could build a murderer's row of Denver.
That's what the Heat does every year.
They find the path.
It's the path. Because they're, like, not better than the teams that they're playing, but they're just, like, bullies in that way. Or, like, it's, like, psychological where they're just on top of you. They don't be the best ever.
But I'm like, if you told me Denver's path was going to be Phoenix, and then after that, Memphis, and then after that, the Thunder or something, I'd be like, yeah, man, that's a great path. And if you told me their path was going to be Dallas, and then I don't even know how to go after that. Minnesota. And then Oklahoma City, you'd be like, man, that's a tough path. That's the three toughest. So to me, I think every team falls under that category of there's going to be a good path, a bad path, and an in-between, and that might determine it for everybody in the West, honestly.
Yeah. I think the Warriors most likely will have some moments, but probably aren't a legit contender.
Yeah. Should we push the All-Star thing to the post-game show? Keep talking draft? We've only got like 3 minutes. I kind of want to give some lip service to it. You know a team we didn't mention? San Antonio.
Yeah. I saw some people bringing it up in the Toyota chat.
Oh, San Antonio to me is one where, again, they're likely, if Denver climbs to a 2 seed, they might be the 7 seed. That's the scenario you're worried about there. I think they might be a tough first-round matchup if that was it. Because they're what we are talking about with the Lakers, where it's like they got the pieces, but it's not this. They got to add around it now. But I still look at that and go, Wemby and Fox. Wemby puts up monster numbers. Fox, quick guard. Denver's not good at that. That's 2 pieces already that's a team I kind of would love to avoid.
Yeah, I feel like they're a year away from being a year away every single time. Like they are getting better though. Like they keep adding like little small things. Like they have a vet in Chris Paul that like Wemby's now learning how to roll and dunk around the rim, and like the ball should be in my hands. Now you have a Fox that's like a blend of both. Like he can go score, but also he could get you the ball, but he's dangerous. It's not keyed in on you the entire time. They have pieces around them that they understand their role. Stephon Castle is incredible. Like he's so damn good. And they're young. Like all of their guys are young right now. So like they are going to learn, and they're only getting better. Right now I would not be like scared of them because I just feel like teams are now figuring out, like if you had to play them in the playoffs, teams would figure out Wemby. It just seems like and D-Line's actually been talking about this. The first time it's like a wow, like, whoa, what is happening here? Then the second time, like, okay, this is what we do, against him. I do think that there's that wow factor, but he's still young and he's still learning. But until he figures it out, like, I think that you would win, series against him right now. They'll be good in like 2 years, though, really.
Yeah, Spurs are a little scary, especially against a team like the Nuggets, and who are prone to kind of getting off to these awful starts, especially in playoff games.
Yeah.
Like, that would be scary. I think a first-round matchup against the Spurs, unless Denver just has a switch to flip this year, which they didn't last year.
Right. I think when we talk about them, it's like Denver should beat San Antonio. Their first-round matchup, there's no easy ones. They should beat them. But it's just a wild card team. That's all it is a wild card team. And I am curious to see how they perform. The nice thing is, over this weekend, we're going to get our first look at a lot of these teams, and I'm excited for it. Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use that promo code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem and needs help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, let's make some money, brother.
Let's make some money. I wonder what Cal's doing right now.
He's giving a nice little speech. We'll talk about it in the postgame.
Well, let's make some money here. The Nuggets come into this game as 6.5-point favorites. And this one has been all over the place today. Just trying to see who's in, who's not. I am a bit shocked that with Jamal being out, the line just moved 1 point. Just 1 point.
Is Jokic out?
Nope.
Oh, I guess that's why.
I get it. I see what you did there. I get it. But I mean, I really do think that does alter, though. Like, you have no point guard.
They knew Jalen Pickett was getting 30 minutes tonight. They knew it.
That's why they went here, huh?
Although I got to say, it's going against my other guy, Anthony Black, who I really like.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from this line.
Okay.
I have been telling you lines, not this one. I just can't do it. I am going to go with the over 218.
Over.
Both of these teams are on a back-to-back, though, right?
Yeah.
The Magic's defense, like, lately has not been great. Like, they've been kind of giving it up lately. And we know what the Nuggets have been doing. Like, they're just like, okay, we're just going to outscore you. Like,
you don't think that was just the pre-deadline Nuggets?
No, that's who they are now. So I'm going to go with that. On the Magic side of things, I'm going to start
Bataze?
Franz Wagner.
Oh, okay.
He's damn good, and he's about a bucket. He just really is.
My guy, graduate class 2022.
He's on like a defensive-minded team, but really all they do is let Wagner and Ben Carroll take all their shots. Like, they really do just let them two score. I think you just choose one. Banchero probably has the better game, but I just think that Wagner's going to find a way to shoot at least 25 times in the game. So 25 points is too low. Just have to take it. It was on this very couch that I used to just sit out and give banger after banger KCP bets.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I haven't been able
remember
to do
that.
that in a long time, so hello, old friend.
Oh, man.
We're going to go with over 8.5 points.
I'll take
just
this
for the
bet.
love of the game.
I'll take
We
this
already
bet.
know he's going to knock down like 3 threes. Like, just be ready to say,
Yeah.
He
One
probably-
transition layup.
He probably has like one random stat that we don't. Points, rebounds, and assists probably won't be bad. He probably averages like 1 assist a game. He probably has 6 or 7 or something random in this game. Like, he's just going to play hard against his old team. I just know it. Let's get off of them. For the Nuggets side of things, you'd be foolish to think I'm not starting with Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers.
Let's
You know,
go.
They have it at
Oh.
minus 125, and they're drunk.
Oh my God.
They are so crazy.
I'm throwing that in the parlay.
Thanks so much.
How many threes? 2.5?
Thanks in advance.
2.5.
Yeah. I know you like to push these up. You know what you could do?
Parlay it.
You could parlay it, but I'm going to take the over 2.5.
It's a physical defense, though.
I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that.
Doesn't want to hear it.
The next
I'm
one,
not going to say it, then.
I'm going to go over 19.5 points plus rebound for Christian Brown. He's going
Yeah.
to have the ball in his hands a little bit more. He's going up against the guy. This is the anti-revenge. He's going up against the guy that they keep comparing him to. And he's been playing well.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit more motivation, but I really do think he's going to try to go at KCP with like physicality, and that was the one thing KCP was not that good at. You know, like he has screen navigation. And Christian Brown is straight at you the entire time, and I like that. Also like his points, just for the same reasons that I just named. All their guards tiny, just small guards. Christian Brown's not a small guard, and they'll have to like put the ball in his hands to score. To go back to the 3 points bet, one bet that I love. I mean, I truly love. And I think it's going to hit early. Jokic over 1.5 3-pointers.
Okay.
He shot 13 last game. 13. You don't shoot 13 and be actively aiming for it just to give up on it that quickly.
That was against Yves Misi. They actually have some size to defend, so.
Don't matter. He's going to shoot the 3 ball. For our defensive bet, we're going to go with Christian Brown over 1.5 stocks. It really is just 2 steals. I really do think that he's going to try to be active. He is going to be locked in defensively in this game, in my opinion.
They don't
I
have
really
their point
think that
guard.
matters.
I can see
Yeah,
it.
you just have to. For our Jokic bet,
I love that that's a category.
brother, they have nobody to just like give the ball. They're going to let him touch the ball every single time. He's going to score whenever he wants to. They have his line at 28.5, 29. He's going to score 30 plus. He might have like a 40 ball.
It's moved up to 30.5.
He's going to get 30.5.
Okay.
Let's get the over on this. This started today at 27.5.
Wow, everybody took the over a lot.
It just makes sense, and it just pushed up too. But they're going to give it to him. And also they don't send a lot of double teams his way. He's just going to be able to score, and I like that over. And for our lock, let's ride the hot streak. Michael Porter Jr. over 18.5 points.
Let's go.
Oh, he's been scoring.
He has been scoring.
He had
He's
40
been
last game,
cashed.
right?
40 points.
He had 40, right?
39.
Oh, man, that was so
Stop at the
close.
40.
Oh, okay, he was
Couldn't
close.
believe the picture I seen of
Vote.
vote at the ring. That was trifling. Like, have some pride. What was that about?
I've never
But
seen a grown man cry like
Dude,
that before, man.
I'm gonna go over 18.5 points. Votes in attendance.
Yeah,
He'll see another masterful game from him.
I like it. What do we got super chat wise here, Kale? Who's reading this?
We got Ulysses Ventura. Is this super chat working test? It is working. DJ Seahawk. No Adam, no Kale, no Dev, no Harris. Good show vote. If you're out there, the Snugs team is iffy right now. Once we're healthy, only test will be OKC. Where's Eric? He's
right.
off tonight. LeBron's hairline. Why not showcase our younger players all year up to the trade deadline? We continue to play our stars into the ground. So much they're hurt. SMH.
We've mentioned that before.
And Drew trading. It's a valid point. Only team I fear a bit is Cavs and OKC. Rest is whatever.
Hey, man, I love the confidence
I love
Nuggets
it.
Nation is bringing. You know, he didn't mention in there the Orlando Magic. That means the Nuggets got this. Or at least that's what we hope. We'll find out, everybody. Hey, our Calvin Booth, the presser is going to be up on our YouTube channel within 5 minutes. You probably want to check that out. I know that's exactly where I'm going right after this to hear what he had to say about the trade deadline and the moves that were not made. So that should be interesting. Everybody hit that like button on the way out. We'll see you on the other side.
We all silly like the mayor.